Hi guys, what is up? It's Tom here, bringing you another video today. Today we're going to be looking at Formula 1 2014, and more importantly, we're going to start a career mode series for the channel today. So, as you can see, I'm in the Marussia. We're going to start at the back of the grid. I didn't do qualifying because I don't often like doing qualifying. I like working my way through the field from the back of the grid. Right, we're here, we're on the grid. We can see there Lewis Hamilton. First on the grid, took a good qualifying session on pole there. My teammate's 19th. I'm aiming to beat that today. We've got professional difficulty, 25% race. As you can see, 3 red lights now, ready to start. And we need a good start today. Well, it wasn't bad, was it? Let's be honest. I've had better, I've had worse. I'm going to take it very easy into turn 1 here, wondering where all the cars are going. So yeah, new to the channel here, Formula 1 2014 series, and I thought, why not? I've had this game since release day. I remember waking up very early on release day to try and get on this game before I went to university. As you can see, we just dive bombed about 5 cars there, and ran the outside of Bianchi maybe. Yes, very good move there. Not done yet. Now it is. I had to shut the door on him a bit there, sorry mate. But yeah, I remember getting this on release day and not really playing it that much since, to be honest. I've been having problems with, I don't know, I don't really know. I've been a big fan of all games, but since about 2013 I've not really been playing it that much, so I really want to get in the swing of things, and that's why I'm going to start it on the channel today. So as you can see now, we're up to 17th place, a very good start, and don't expect me to get any higher because I'm in a Marussia. We're on professional difficulty. As I say, I am driving with the wheel, so I'm probably not going to be that good. Open wheels have never been really my cup of tea. I love the Formula 1 series, don't get me wrong, but driving them myself, we're having a couple of problems. I feel that this car naturally always struggles for grip, especially around that corner there. I used to be able to take that flat last year, even with the Marussia, and for some reason it seems as if they've got the less grip, which I think they've tried to do to show that there's more power in the car, but it's difficult. I'm not saying that this car is easy to drive. Might be easy if you're on the pad, but I've got no assists, only suggested gears, which is down in the bottom right for you guys, so you can see which gear I'm in and which gear, you know, they reckon I should be taking the corner out, as we very nearly lose the back end there. And sorry for that frame drop, I don't know why I did that. I was kind of sat there wondering what was going on then. So lap 2 now, and the gap is increasing to Maldonado. I'm going to try and close it down, see if we can beat a Lotus today. So the reason why I picked Marussia, yeah, I was going to go on about that, wasn't I? The reason why I picked Marussia was because I feel as if... Thanks mate, yeah. Alright, my rear tyres are cold. Yep. Thanks for interrupting me whilst I was talking. But yeah, the reason why I've picked the Marussia today is, well, today or for all season, is the fact that in F1 2012, 2013, well, I've had it since 2010, and I've always been trying to be the top team. I've always tried to win every single race. Now, I know racing isn't about winning every single race, but that's all that I wanted to do. And I feel as if I had picked up Marussia right at the back of the grid, battling for points, would now allow me to realise that, you know, every race isn't won. So this is why.
Enabled and will be available to use when you're within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Are you finished, engineer? Are you finished talking over me? Thank you. Right. So yeah, I feel as if I could battle for all the points. Well, when I say all the points, battle for some points, like what Jules Bianchi did in Monaco this year. I want to try and replicate that in as many races as possible. See if we can beat the Saubers constructors wise. Some of those highs there, I'd be, you know, really happy if I could beat them this season. Speaking about Australia independently, I'm not a big fan of the track. I used to race here in split screen with my dad when we had the Xbox 360 2 years ago, and my dad always used to love this track. He always used to beat me, but I never really used to do well at it. I don't know. I don't seem to think it. I don't seem to think it flows as well as other tracks. One of my favourite tracks is gonna have to be Canada. I don't really like the opening to the season. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's a bit unflowing. I don't really like Malaysia. I don't like China's Turn 1 because I can never get that right. Bahrain's a nice track. It's a very nice track. It's probably the best one before Monaco. I really like Monaco. I like the challenge of it. Might try and do a 100% race there, and I'll just send you. I'll show you guys the highlights of the race. We seem to be just falling back ever so slightly to Maldonado right now. We've got 1 lap of extra fuel, which we'll be using towards the end of the race, I think. It's most effective there. Oh, and we lose the back end really badly there. Trying to catch Maldonado, we are pushing like crazy. And we're just trying to find a way into the points today. I don't think we'll get there realistically, but I'd like to see if we can beat, like I say, Maldonado and maybe even a couple of cars higher than that. We might be holding them up towards the end of the race, but we're going to do everything we can in our racing power to keep them behind us. As we can see, the gap looks smaller to Maldonado, but I don't know if it is yet. We're going to be coming through the end of Sector 2 now, finding out whether we are or not. So as we can see, yes, it's 1.5 from 2.2 seconds. So the first 2 sectors I'm rather quick in. It's this third sector I can't really seem to get the power down so well coming out of the last 2 corners, which is where I lose basically tenths of a second. So we need to see if we can get this right. I've been going into second recently here. If I can keep it in third, I might get better traction out the corner is what I'm thinking. It sort of works, and as you can see I'm like screwing away at the wheel trying to keep this back end in check. Don't think it's worked so much. We've lost 3 tenths there in that third sector. So in total we gained about 4 tenths on that lap to Maldonado, and the back end stepping out once more, but we're doing well I think. So this, guys, the first ever Formula 1 video on the channel for you guys. I thought I'd get one up for you today. I'm going to try and keep the career mode going as much as I can, but there's no promises with the likes of me streaming Payday quite often. Payday 2 that is, and I've got a couple of OSU videos up for you. I never thought I'd put an OSU video up on the on YouTube for you guys because I know that I'm not the best, but if you guys think I'm alright at it, be sure to give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and it really does make a difference. A lot of people say, oh, it makes a difference, but you think, what difference can it make? It actually makes a huge difference knowing that you're actually making videos for someone and making them happy because of it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button today. I'm going to try and see if we can come in maybe a lap early and do the undercut on Maldonado. Is that a plan? I don't know. Do I? Oh, I've done it. I'm going to see if I can make an undercut on Maldonado. Our tyre wear is going to be crazy coming towards the end of the race, but I've come in, I've bottled it, I've come in a little bit early. We're going to see if we can make an undercut on Maldonado and see if we can come out ahead of him. Obviously he's going to be pitting next lap. He was on option tyres, I think. I hope he was on the option tyres. Otherwise I've just made a lap early pointless stop. Anyway, as you can see now, we are out in very much last place. Chasing down, is that Magnussen? It is, it's Magnussen in 21st. So I don't know what happened to Magnussen in qualifying, or whether he's just had a really bad start. He might have had to come in the pits for something like a nose cone, I don't know. So now I'm going to be pushing like crazy to try and catch up. as much as I can to him before he probably makes his stop for tyres. And I don't like this car. Why is it so tail happy? I just assume it's more like Formula 1 in real life, driving these cars. It seems to be very tail happy. Obviously, Marussia went into administration towards the end of last year. There's rumours that they'll be returning to F1 2015, the actual F1 2015, as a different team. I think it has been bought out. As to what name, we don't know entirely for sure yet, I don't think. I don't know, I've not been up to date with the Formula 1 news for the past couple of months. So probably it has. If it has, make sure you... have you finished again? Okay. Make sure you comment in down at the bottom and just let me know if it has returned as a different name next year, because it'd be intriguing to know whether it's been bought out. Obviously we've got the 2 points. Thanks, yeah. You're talking over me. Obviously got the 2 points last season.
Showing that the car ahead is likely to be running in fuel conservation mode. His time will be slightly slower than normal.
Oh, whoa, that was close. Next to Suthill there. We're going to see if we can dive bomb him down the inside. Oh, very nice move. Yep, that worked. So as I'm saying, yeah, they got the 2 points in Monaco last year from Jules Bianchi. So it was intriguing to know if they are going to be returning to the Formula 1 grid, because obviously they get a little bit more funding because they got those points. I think Caterham are returning. I'm not entirely too sure. I think they are, but it'd be intriguing to know whether they are as well. Because I think it's these bottom 2 teams, Marussia and Caterham, were making a step in the right direction in terms of getting the points. Obviously Marussia got the points, but I think Caterham had a couple of good races last year actually, where they beat the likes of Sauber, Lotus, just in a straight fight. Like I think it was Suzuka where the Caterhams beat both Saubers. I'm not entirely too sure, I couldn't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they did have a fantastic season, the Caterham and Marussia. So I think it'd be intriguing to know whether they will return to the grid for next year. So as we can see now, lap 7, we're halfway through the race, and we're up to 20th, is that 19th, just past someone in the pits. And I'm wondering where Maldonado is. Is that him right in front of us? It is, you know. Oh, I got it all wrong. Oh, and as you can see, Suthill's going to punish me. Oh, it depends if I got him under the brakes. And I shouldn't have really made that move. It was very aggressive there. Should have just let him pass by. But as I was looking left, I just missed my braking points, was slammed on the brakes. So as you can see now, the gap to Maldonado did not decrease. Partly because of the fact that I was just racing with Suthill, but partly because of the fact that it didn't really seem to work for us. We got caught up in traffic with Suthill last lap when he was coming out of the pits. So Maldonado seemed to pull away a little bit there. We were definitely on a quicker lap if we didn't get caught up by Suthill right at the beginning there. And Maldonado's gap now is 3 seconds. Maybe he's on the prime, I don't know. He can't be on the prime, can he? Or if he's on the prime to the end of the race, is what I should be saying. He can't need a pit stop, because I can't have caught him that quickly. Surely not. As we can see, one more guy in the pits right now. So I take that corner very slowly. I don't want to lose the back end. I want to save as much tyre wear as possible. We go up to 18th position. And our goal for this race is 21st, as you can see on the screen in the top left hand corner. That little green dot with a number in is where the team expect me to come. So I'm surpassing their expectations right now. And we're also beating a Sauber, which is what I'd like to do for the season. So I'm quite happy where we are right now. as we're picking up a little bit in pace. Drop 2 gears, turn the corner. Oh, I got it very wrong there. You could hear the car trying to find some traction there. I didn't really lift, I should have, I think. That could have ended in disaster.
The car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
So there you are, the engineer repeating that Maldonado's now on full power. We're staying on standard revs.
Good job.
So he's on full power and we're matching his pace whilst we're on standard revs.
There's not much between you and the car behind, just 2 seconds.
2 seconds between me and the car behind. I don't really want to be testing that. I had a quick look behind there just to see whether I could see it. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, that was almost disaster. Almost in the wall there. Losing the back end again. It's a familiar sight of F1 2014, the back end stepping out, and 2 more cars in the pits. Was that Maldonado pitting? Maldonado, our main rival right now in this race. And it wasn't. We're up to 16th, a fantastic place if we can hold this to the end. But we did pick that lap early trying to undercut Maldonado, so maybe our tyre wear will not be the freshest coming towards the end of the race. I've naturally been hard on my tyres, like pushing quite hard throughout all the race, so it'd be intriguing to know if these tyres can hold on until the end of the race. It'd be intriguing to know whether we can catch Maldonado. We were catching him towards the end of that first stint, and I think we should have really stayed out and got to the back of him, but we didn't, did we? We made the mistake of coming in the lap early, which is just how strategy goes sometimes.
Look a little cold. Try to warm them up.
Just how strategy goes sometimes is sadly that we make the wrong decision.
We need to keep it clean so he doesn't get a chance to overtake.
There you are, so Sutil is still 2 seconds behind, so we really need to be pushing, trying to make that gap as large as possible. Then we've got room for if we probably spin. I'm going to take this very low revs, build the power up slowly, and I think that was even slower than last time. Did not look fast one bit. The gap to Maldonado now 5 seconds. It'd be very hard to catch him now with such little time. Needs to be over a second a lap now. I don't think we've got that pace really over the Lotus. The Lotus was a very quick car at the start of the season, and as we got at the back end out a little bit again there, the Lotus was a very quick car at the start of the season. It was just very unreliable, so it's been intriguing to know if we could catch him a little bit. We could at the end of our last stint, so I don't know. We've still got a lap of fuel to use. We're going to be using that around lap 13, I'm feeling, because I think it's really affecting towards the end of the race whilst everybody's having troubles with tyre wear. If you can just turn up their engine. The AI seems to be programmed so that they do it around the pit stop phases. So if you can do it towards the end and sort of hold out, I think that it becomes more effective there. I don't know, it's just personal opinion, I think. So as we can see, back end out again. It's going to destroy our tyre life. And I'm running a tyre modder. If I can remember where I got it from, I'll try and link it in the description for you guys. But I'm hoping to remove it for next race with that loading time, especially when we were going onto the grid today. It took for absolute ages to try and load onto the grid. So there we are.
The car behind is on
lap 12 now. Car behind is on standard revs and is closing the gap. It's just within a second now between me and Sutil. I'm going to be chasing down Maldonado, hopefully, but the gap is decreasing. I don't really want to look at our tyre wear, I don't think. I think it's going to be that bad. The rears are really worn at this stage of the race. And the fronts have barely got anywhere on them, haven't they? Shows how aggressive I've been on the throttle this race. Which is really nice to see, especially in development of F1 2014. F1 2014 had a really good development stage that if you just basically floored the throttle with no assists on, your tyre wear would suffer badly. And the same really happened in the previous titles, but not as badly as it did in this title. So it's nice to see it happening, but I don't like losing tyre wear. I don't like losing more performance than I have to. I'm in a rush to start off with. I'm not got the best performance. As you can see, the gap to Maldonado increasing second by second now. It's almost 7 seconds. I imagine it'll be more than 7 seconds of crossing grid. I think that we can rule that out of the question. What I'm more concerned about is Suttil, who's looking very aggressive right now. We might actually have to turn it up. Oh, we're going to turn it up around lap 13, the engine anyway, so I'm going to turn that up now. I'm going to run it on the rich fuel setting and see if we can just get at least more than a second gap so he's out of the DRS, because he's going to be vulnerable down here. We are no need to move to the inside yet. A lot of people I found out online, if you're trying to play cleanly, oh, we have a frame drop, a massive frame drop. What is going on? Oh, there we are. I apologise for that. There's something seriously wrong with my computer. Something that was going on there. I'll try and get that ironed out for the next race. But as you can see, now Sutton really on our backs. But where was I? Oh yeah, that's it. If we're going to a race online, and a lot of people are trying to race a lot cleanly now, which is great to see in the community. But they're often moving over a little bit early. I don't know whether it's because of lag or not, but they're often moving over to defend a little bit early, so you're just going to be careful where you are. You don't want to be moving over too early and losing your time when you don't really need to. So, oh, as I get it all wrong, that's it. I think Suttil's going to come past in this sector. We're going to keep it to the inside. As we can see, we just basically slid through that corner there, and we have no front, well, we have no grip whatsoever. It was a big mistake coming in on that lap, as we are struggling badly now. Suttil's going to have the DRS. Now we move over to the right hand side. Going to defend it as much as we can, and he's just come past me and my big large braking. Not going to help. We lose the back end again. Oh, we move over on someone. Oh, we accidentally touched Gutierrez. We didn't mean to do that. We just had so little grip. We were trying to fight it that we actually ended up coming across on him. We should have really come out of the power at that point. Trying to race as cleanly as possible. As you can see, that's how little grip I've got in comparison to the Sauber. You can see that Suttil's just literally rode away as quickly as possible. It's 2 seconds down the road already, and I think that's it. I think I'm starting to run out of performance, run out a little bit of talent. I'm nowhere near on it, and here we go. Kevin Magnussen going to pass us as well, I think. Going to see if we can stick with him around this section, but this is really dependent on tyre wear, as we almost get it very sideways indeed. I don't think we're going to catch him now. I'm going to hit the brakes. We're going to just try and take it a bit easy. Try and see if we can hold off Gutierrez now, which is sort of the last person I was really holding up at this moment. And I do not know how the AI do it. They seem to have fantastic tyre wear capabilities. We just go all sideways around that last corner. I've got DRS. Hopefully this is going to help me out a little bit. We hit 8th gear for the first time in this race. I'm not really concerned about that. All I'm concerned about is trying to hold off Gutierrez. I've got DRS again. I'm going to use it as a strategy. And that one lap of extra fuel, I don't know whether that's a little bug or something in the game, but I don't really think I should be keeping hold of it for this long. Nico Rosberg then wins the race here in Australia. First race of the season, but what is more importantly going on for 18th place is the battle between me and Gutierrez. We are holding this off as much as we can, guys. Trying to minimise that angle. Get as much speed. Oh, we get it wrong. Very sideways. Better exit. We're going to move left this time. Not make the same mistake that we did with Kevin Magnussen. We're down to optimal fuel. We're going to switch it down to standard. It's gone back up to 1 lap. What? I don't understand that. We're just going to leave it. I think it's just borderline. We're in the last sector now. Come on, guys. We've got this. Can we hold off Kevin Magnussen until the end of the race? It's going to be a last corner stint to the line, I think. As we can see, we've got it very sideways. That could spell disaster. We're going to hold it as much as we can. It's going to be a run to the line. Who's going to get this? Oh, did we hold him off? Did we hold him off? Unfortunately not, guys. That was a very, very fun race for me, to say the least. First battle in with Maldonado, trying to see if we can get up to 15th place at one point. As you can see, Maldonado, basically the gap between me and Maldonado was something like 25 seconds in the end. There was no way we could realistically catch him. As we look up at the top of the thing, where we aimed to get the top 10. Unfortunately, we didn't get there today. Daniel Kvyat, I think, could be a good contender as a rival, or John Eric Verne. Toro Rosso's, the Saubers. I don't know. We'll have a look. As we can see, Kevin Magnussen had a very bad day at the office. 17th place. We finished 19th. We beat our teammate Jules Bianchi in 20th. But that's going to conclude our race today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon indeed. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But like I say, from me in Australia, I shall see you at the next race, which will be Malaysia. Hopefully that'll come up tomorrow, no doubt indeed. From which case, I'll see you very soon indeed, and see you with the next video that'll be coming up hopefully today. So I'll see you soon. I've said this a million times. I don't know how to end this video, but I will see you very soon indeed.